In this video, we will learn how to challenge sponsor license decision. If they have given you the refusal and they have done a mistake, then how to challenge the decision. For example, they never considered your evidence which you have provided. So this is the example in which they have refused the sponsored license application, mentioning this that the job is not genuine. Now they have done some research at their end and then they have given this decision. The most important part is the last paragraph which says cooling off period, because this paragraph says that please note that as per this sponsor license guidance you are now subject to cooling off period. This means if you reapply for a sponsored license in this time, we will automatically refuse your application. But in this paragraph, this says, please note that once a decision has been made, the application is closed and we are unable to reopen the case or review any additional documents supplied. If you still require a sponsored license, you may reapply. But this paragraph, so this one is about how you can reapply, but this paragraph says if you contact us to ask us for your case to be reconsidered, we will not provide a response. If you believe an administrative error has been made when considering your application, please review this. Further, this says, please note the error correction process only applies to sponsor license application which have been refused. So this application has been refused, but they can do the error correction. Further on in this video, we will discuss what is error correction and how you can do it. Please ensure that the reason for refusal outlined above no longer apply, particularly any cooling off period or your application is likely to be again refused. Now let's learn about error correction. For that, just go on gov.uk, the only genuine website. In the search section, write pre-license error correction. It's actually a form which you have to fill. So if I click on the top one, workers and temporary workers, pre-license obviously before you have been given a license. And if we go down on this page, this is what we need to understand. It says this form must be used to apply for an error correction review if you believe that the decision to refuse your application to become a worker or temporary worker sponsor was a result of a simple caseworker error or the failure to consider a piece of evidence provided at the time of the application. Let's suppose you have provided the advertisement ad, job advertisement ad, but the link, they never considered that link. You provided that link in the application right at the bottom of the list of documents and they never considered, and they gave the decision that the job was not placed anywhere, the job was not genuine, that's why we have refused your application. In that case, you can use this service. Watch this video. I've showed how you can place free job advertisement on gov.uk, and this can be a good evidence because you have placed the job ad on gov.uk, so you can use in the sponsored license application as an evidence. And if you're looking for a cheaper version of the HR system, then you can get this UKG HR. This software will cost you around £3 per month, but this will do the job because you will have the evidence which Home Office is looking for. This is a good software which may help you. To fill this form, you have two options. One, you can download the PDF. The other one is you can fill the Microsoft Word. If I click on PDF, this will show me like this, which is workers and temporary workers pre-license error correction form. You only use this form to request a review of our decision to refuse your application for worker or temporary worker sponsored license. Please email your error correction form at this email address. Now let's read this important information. You may only apply for an error correction review if you believe that the decision to refuse your application for worker or temporary worker sponsored license was a result of a simple caseworker error by us, or that we failed to consider a piece of evidence provided with your application. This process does not offer a full reconsideration of a decision to refuse your sponsored license application. We will not consider additional evidence or information that was not available to us at the time of the original decision. You may only apply to one error correction review of the decision to refuse your sponsored license application. Once completed, your AO must email this form to the address below within 14 days of the original decision to refuse your sponsored license application. You can find the date of the decision on top left hand corner of your refusal decision letter. Please email your error correction review form to this email address. We will aim to inform you the result of the review within 28 days. If we are unable to complete the review within this period, we will email your authorizing officer to let you know when you can expect a decision. Let's learn how to fill the form. So we have sections over here. Number 1 is part 1. We will send our decision to AO email address quoted your original application. So they wanted to know name of your organization, address, what is the name of the proposed AO, what is the sponsor license application number, what's the date of your letter informing you of our decision to refuse your sponsor license application. Part 2, your refusal letter will show why your sponsor license application was refused. If you believe that simple caseworker error has occurred or a piece of evidence supplied with your application has not been considered, you should provide details below. Now you have two sections. Number 1, simple caseworker error. Second one, evidence not considered. You can tick both if you think. Please specify in detail what error has occurred and why you believe the decision is incorrect. You should only include information about the claimant error or evidence that has not been considered by us. We will not review the decision if you are contesting the overall decision to refuse your application. Part 3 says you must electronically sign the declaration, which must be emailed to the address shown on front of this form. Declaration: I, authorizing officer, confirm the information provided in the pre-license application is correct. AO signature, date, this information you provided may be disclosed to other government department, etc. Part 4, what to do next. Keep a copy of this notice for your records and email the completed form to the address shown on front of this form. So if you need this form, I have provided the link of this form in the description, but you can download this form from gov.uk